The NFL has a huge problem right now and nobody wants to talk about it. See, for years the league has laughed at the Las Vegas Raiders. The chaos, the memes, the headlines, the dysfunction, the bad drafts. But what if I told you that the league's biggest joke might just be over? What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm here to talk to you about something way deeper than wins and losses. Because when it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders, we haven't just been bad, it feels like we've been cursed. And like me and many other fans out there, we believe this curse goes all the way back to one person. You guessed it, Al Davis. See, for decades, the Raiders feel like they've been fighting way more than just their opponents. They've been fighting the league. When you talk about Al Davis versus the NFL, it wasn't just a simple rivalry. It was all-out war. You're talking about lawsuits, relocations, power struggles, and whether you believe in conspiracies or not, since that era, things just haven't felt right. From bad coaching hires, missed draft picks, front office turnover, no stability at the quarterback position, always rebuilding but never quite arriving. The Raiders went from being the most feared brand in the NFL to being the laughingstock of the NFL, the league's favorite punchline. Being a Raiders fan wasn't just frustrating, it just felt like we were cursed. Because it wasn't just bad football. It felt like whenever things finally were going right, something always happened. Something always went wrong. You could take it all the way back to 2002, the Tuck Rule. A year later, 2003, Rich Gannon having a great season, and then we lose in the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, we get smoked in the Super Bowl by our former head coach that we traded in the middle of the night. Fast forward to 2016. Raiders are rolling, 12 wins, headed to the playoffs. Derek Carr playing at an elite level. And what happens? Breaks his leg. And just like that, playoff hopes done. Season over. Fast forward a little further. You rehire John Gruden to a big contract, big expectations. You finally think someone's there to reset the culture. And what happens? Emails. Emails that surface mid-season. And just like that, John Gruden's gone. You finally drafted a playmaker at receiver. Someone who can change the game. Somebody who can stretch the field. Someone as explosive as Henry Ruggs. And what happens? Tragedy strikes. He's done. So like I said, every time the Raiders built a little momentum, something happened. Something went wrong. You hope would build, and then it would collapse. And eventually, the league just stopped taking the Las Vegas Raiders seriously. They became the punchline. Raiders are gonna Raider. Another bad draft pick, another rebuild, another coaching change. Like, people weren't even surprised anymore. It's just what they expected from the Raiders. And that was the NFL's mistake. Because they got too comfortable. Comfortable thinking this is just who the Raiders are. But right now, this time around, something just feels a little bit different. For the first time in years, there's structure, there's identity, there's accountability, and most importantly, it doesn't feel like there's something that's going to go wrong. It doesn't feel like it's all going to fall apart. And that's the problem. See, the NFL doesn't have a problem when the Raiders are bad. The NFL has an issue when the Raiders are good. Let me explain. Now the Raiders are getting more primetime games. You're getting that Raider Nation back in the crowd traveling. You're getting the Raiders back in the postseason. The real rivalries are back. See, I'll admit the league is better when the Raiders matter. But it's also a little more dangerous. But if that black cloud is really gone, if that curse has really been lifted, the Raiders might just become the league's biggest problem. And I don't think the NFL is ready for that. So let me know. Do you guys think the curse is finally over? Or is it just more of the same for the Raiders? Get down in the comments and let me know. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. Until the next time, as always, Raider Honcho out.